So hey everyone, welcome to this bonus training session. It's your host here, Rob Weiser, with my good friend and colleague, Bobby Rio.
How's it going, guys?
So Bobby, we're both very excited about this because we're getting these emails pouring in from all of our customers, and they're very excited about this passive income breakthrough course. And you know, Bobby, one thing you and I decided on a long time ago with this was that we weren't going to leave anybody hanging. You know, and when people try out this course, we want to provide some additional follow-up coaching to help them along this path. Because when you and I were starting out in this business, you know, we really didn't have any mentors or coaches, or we didn't really even have any courses to follow like this. So with Passive Income Breakthrough, we are trying to provide a lot of additional follow-up help. So in today's training, we're going to cover two main topics. First of all, we'll discuss this John Sin done-for-you men's dating product. If you're receiving this training, it's because you did get that special bonus. And a lot of people are wondering, well, what's the fastest way to get up and running and started with selling this John Sin product? And the other thing people want to know about is, you know, ways to get free traffic. So they want to know how to get traffic to either the John Sin product or to whatever website or sales page they have set up for their own product. So we're going to jump right into this. Let me get started by saying, as far as getting up and running with the John Sin product, as far as where to sell it, how to sell it online, there's really two options. Now, below this video, we're giving you the contact details of a guy named Nadim, and this is a guy who Bobby has personally used to build a lot of his sites. Is that true, Bobby? Is that correct? He's built a bunch of your sites in the past.
Yeah, I used him for probably the first 6 years, 7 years of my business. He did every one of my sites. Eventually, I had to bring on a full-time guy, and I still use Nadim for projects here and there. But he's done literally. If you go to my old sites, he probably did half of them. So.
Well, that's an incredible resource, because let me tell you, not only is this guy Nadim, a very proficient, skilled web guy, but he specifically understands ClickBank. And that's what we teach a lot about in this course. So let me tell you, man, to have somebody on your team who also understands ClickBank and how to submit products to get approved and how to set up the whole sales funnel through ClickBank, that's really, really valuable. So Nadim has already taken on clients from our group of customers, and he wants more. So by all means, if you want to outsource this and get it done quick and inexpensively, by all means, reach out to Nadim. This is a great, valuable resource for you. The other option that I would recommend is you simply learn how to use WordPress. And WordPress is a really simple platform that allows you to create a website really in an afternoon. It's built for anybody, regardless of whether you have any technical experience. I've built many WordPress websites, and it's really not much harder than just drag and drop. And you write your sales text, you paste it in there. Couldn't be any more simple. And YouTube, which we'll be discussing more in a moment, is filled with tutorials on how to use WordPress. They've got thousands of different free templates you can use, or you can spend a few bucks and buy a more fancy template. Totally up to you. Now, some students have asked me, well, can I put the John Sin product, up on ClickBank and sell it there? Well, the answer is you can't sell it as it is on ClickBank, because ClickBank won't allow duplicate products on there. And I know that some of our students have already tried to submit it to ClickBank. One of them may have gotten approved, I'm not sure. But if you really want to put it on ClickBank, you can, but you will need to give it a new title and make it look different. So that means doing some rewrites to the sales page, new title, and so forth. But I know a lot of guys watching this want to get started immediately, making sales immediately. And so that's what we're going to focus on in this training. Because really, you can set up a website and just put a PayPal button on there, connect it to your PayPal account, and start accepting payments so fast.
Yeah, I think that I think what Rob said is good. I think the easiest method right now to get started and to start earning money is to not worry about ClickBank. Make ClickBank a longer term strategy. Right now, set it up with PayPal, because right now, if you set it up with PayPal, you can literally be making sales tomorrow. With ClickBank, you're going to have to, like Rob said, rewrite some stuff, re-record some stuff. And I'd rather see you making sales immediately. One thing, and I don't know if Rob was going to mention this when he was talking about kind of getting everything set up, is YouTube is your friend, meaning you can learn anything you need to do in YouTube. So if you need to learn how to use PayPal to take payments, right? I didn't know how to do that. And I went on YouTube and it took me about 5 minutes to find a video that showed me how to set up PayPal to take payments. If you want to learn how to edit your sales page in a website editing tool, you can find how to do that on YouTube. I mean, anything you need to learn how to do, you can find on YouTube. And I know, Rob, we were talking about that, and that's why you said you didn't create these sort of really technical videos, because there's no point. There's really great videos on YouTube that will show you all the technical aspects of getting this all set up.
That's right. And it just covers anything. Like, for example, how to buy a domain name. Where do you go? I mean, I go over to Namecheap or GoDaddy, but there's no point in me recording hours of modules to explain this stuff, because everything is on YouTube, and the videos, these walkthroughs are just amazing. Just like if you want to learn how to play guitar, like every rock song ever written practically has a YouTube tutorial where you watch the guy's fingers demonstrating how to play the song. YouTube has the same thing for every single type of website question you could possibly imagine.
Yeah.
So, Bobby and I are certainly not tech guys. So our focus is on creating these digital products and marketing. Now, the big question that I'm also getting is, how do I get traffic to my product? A lot of guys are asking specifically about how to get traffic to start making sales of the John Sinn product, but other students are coming up with their own products already. And the big question, though, is how do you get traffic? Now, I'll start by, I'm going to let Bobby take over in a second, because he's a wizard with this topic. But I will mention right off the bat that, Bobby and I do get a lot of our traffic from affiliates. And in the course, I talk a lot about this. But apart from reaching out to affiliates and working out, getting them to send emails out for you and promote you, there are other ways to get unlimited amounts of free traffic out there. And Bobby has some great ones for you on this training. So Bobby, what do you think?
Yeah, guys. So I want to go over specifically how to get started selling the John Sinn bonus that we're giving. But I want to make it clear that every example that I give, everything that I'm going to teach right now in this section can be applied to your own product. Even if you have no intention of selling the Sinn bonus and you have a product on gardening, you can use everything I'm teaching for that as well. Second thing I want to mention, right, is that I mentioned this in a video that I sent out to you guys recently, is that when I got started with this years ago, it was probably about 3 months. And I told the story how I was at the gym and my first sale came in. And that was 3 months of planting seeds every single day that I began to reap, right? And I want to make it clear that everything, when it comes to free traffic, which is what we're going to focus on here, it's about planting seeds. It's not about sitting at your computer today and then making a sale by the end of the day. It's about planting a seed today, tomorrow, the day after, for the next 30 days. And then it's like a snowball effect over time. If you're doing one or two things every single day, you're going to get to a point, whether it's 1 month from now, 2 months from now, where the sales start coming in, right? But you have to keep that mindset that everything you do is planting a seed for the future. It's not to immediately make a sale. And I can get more into it when I give you specifics. So Rob, did you want me to just jump into some specific things that I recommend?
Yeah, what are some things that our students can do starting today to start planting those seeds you're talking about without having to spend any money?
Okay, so one of the first things that I recommend is YouTube, because YouTube is the biggest platform in the world for watching videos. I mean, I think that there's probably not a person on earth that doesn't spend at least some time on YouTube every single day. And the great thing about YouTube is that you can upload videos for free. YouTube hosts the videos. Everything involving YouTube is free. So if you're tight on money, YouTube is a great way to get started. And I want to show you, because I know some guys are going to say, well, I don't want to stand in front of the camera and make videos, right? People are going to say that. People are going to say, I don't have anything to talk about. If I'm going to sell the Sinn video, I'm not an expert on dating. So how can I make videos about dating advice? And I kind of want to give you some ways that you can go about doing this. And I'm going to see if I could share my screen really quickly with you guys. I think it'll help. So, Rob, can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, guys. So if you look here, so going at the John Sinn, for example, John has Ease on Article is a place where authors and experts submit articles, and they're allowing other people to use their articles. You can post them on your website. You can do anything you want with them as long as you give credit to the author. Now with John, we are giving you permission to use all of these articles as your own, right? Because you have a Johnson product you are allowed to use. He's got 182 articles here. So relating to YouTube, so here's an article on how to sleep with women mastering the teasing technique. So if you wanted to use this article, you can easily turn this into a YouTube video. You do that through PowerPoint. You would read it into a microphone. You would just read the article into a microphone, and you can use a website like EasyVSL, which, you know, it creates a video. We're not going to get into the technical stuff of how to do this. You can use screen capture. All of these softwares are very, very cheap. You can even just create the video in PowerPoint, create the audio, and then edit the audio and the video together in iMovie. If you have Mac, it's a $15 software. Sometimes it's even free on a lot of Macs. Point being, one of the reasons I prefaced everything with YouTube is because everything that I'm talking about now, I'm not going to get into the technical aspect enough to say that it is super easy to do if you spend 15 minutes on YouTube learning how to do it. So how would you make sales with this? Well, you would upload these videos to YouTube, and I will show you an example here of a YouTube video that I did 6 or 7 years ago, and it's a very, very simple video. This was, let's look at this one, best text to send girls, right?
600,000 views.
Yes.
God.
600,000 views, and all it is a PowerPoint presentation of an article. I took an article that that I had written, and I turned it into a PowerPoint presentation, and then I recorded myself reading the article. And then at the end of the article here, you say, watch our in-depth texting advice. Now, you don't even have to do this about subscribing to your channel or your Facebook. You can have a very strong call to action that says, if you want to learn more, get my how to get girls to chase you program, and then have a link, and then down here you have a link, right? And what happens is when you have, let's just say you were to go and take all 182 of these videos, right? It may take you, let's say you were going to do 1 a day, 2 a day, right? 2 a day would mean at the end of the month, you would have 100 videos of really quality Johnson articles, all pointing back to your product. When somebody clicks on the link here, here, they're going to go to your product, and if they purchase, you will earn all the money from that purchase. The great thing is YouTube doesn't charge you anything. They don't charge you a commission or nothing. You're going to get all the money from that product. So it's a very easy way to have, and these are seeds, right? You're not going to get the views. Don't come overnight with YouTube. I will tell you that. It's not like you're going to put the video up and you're going to have 1,000 views tomorrow. But over time, it's like everything Rob talks about is this idea of passive income. And to me, YouTube is the ultimate form of passive income because like you see, this video here, it was released in 2012, April. So that's almost 7 years ago. And it continues to get watched, right? And it continues to have people click over and go to magnetic messaging and buy magnetic messaging. And I haven't done anything with this since 2012. So with these articles, and Rob will give you a link to these in the members area, you have the ability to create videos. You also, if you want to use these articles, you can create a blog, a website, and you can repost all of these. And at the end of the article, you can, and I'll show you an example, another example of how to do something like that. So let's just say back when I was selling magnetic messaging, I created this little website called Texting a Girl. And all it was articles about texting, right? And then obviously at the end of all the articles here is links to the magnetic messaging sales page. So you can create a WordPress blog. It's the easiest thing in the world to get started with. And you can use all those SIN articles, and you can create, bio domain like how to get a girl to chase you fast, whatever's available. Post 182 articles, And now you have this blog also is another passive income stream. Again, you're not going to make a sale tonight if you do a blog post, but it's something that, this blog, I haven't touched this website probably since about 2012 when magnetic messaging first came out, and it still gets traffic and it still leads to sales. It's the definition of passive income, which Rob is tooting. I just wanted to show you here, this is an affiliate. And this affiliate has posted my videos, right? And the reason I bring this up is because he did something similar with my videos. And I know who this affiliate is, and he makes about 1 or 2 sales a day off of YouTube. And all he did was take videos of mine, re-edit them, and link to his affiliate page rather than my sales page. He put his affiliate link in. So he did some editing. If you look here, that unlockherlegs.co, he's forwarding and guys, I really don't like what he did here. He used my domain name. So I would not recommend anybody do that with somebody else's domain. It's not something I particularly like. That being said, he brings me a couple sales a day of Unlock Her Legs and my various different programs. And all he did was upload videos to YouTube. And I'm just showing you this because I know this guy is making sales. I can see in my ClickBank account, his ID coming in every single day. And it just shows the power of YouTube. I mean, these are videos I have on my channel, so they're not even original videos. All he did was change a few things on them to make them a little different. So that's another way that you can create videos. So Rob, did you want me to get into some more? Do you have anything to say about YouTube before I keep going on other additional ways?
You mentioned how YouTube is such a powerful platform. It's also, like, I believe, the #1 search engine for younger people. They don't go to Google. If they want to figure out how to text a girl or, how to play guitar, whatever the topic may be, what is the keto diet, whatever, they're not Googling it anymore. They're actually going to YouTube and watching videos on this. So they are searching for information on these topics. And then what you're doing is you're putting your content in front of a hungry crowd, in front of people who have and who want this information, So there's other ways to do this. The idea being you want to find places on the internet where there is a starving crowd, where the people in that corner of the internet are hungry for your information. You know what I mean? So another example would be forums. Like there are forums out there that are devoted to pretty much any topic, from women who want to get pregnant to people who are into astrology and whatever it may be, movies, fashion. If you can get your content in front of those people in that niche, which your product is about, you are guaranteed to get buyers. So with the same product, forums were a place that you and I used to hang out in to promote our stuff. But of course, there's a right way and a wrong way to go about doing it.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to piggyback on. And one of the things I 100% agree, right? So let's take a forum like Reddit. Okay, Reddit is a huge forum. There's thousands of guys on there every single day asking questions about dating advice, right? So these are, as Rob mentioned, a starving crowd. These are guys who want answers to their problems. Now, if you go into Reddit and you simply post a link to the Johnson sales page every single day, you are going to get called out. People are going to hate you. Your account might even get banned. You're going to be a spammer, and you don't want to do that. You always want to provide value on forums because you're not going to make sales just posting your link to your product. And this is why I kind of showed you that that blog, right? That texting a girl blog. And I told you how you can make a how to chase a girl blog, because when you're on a forum, it's a lot more beneficial for you to go onto a forum. If somebody has a question of, I really like this girl and I want to get her to chase me, what can I do, right? Let's just say somebody happens to ask that question on a forum. If you go onto the forum and you post, hey, here's a good product by John Sin, people are not going to like you. You're going to you're going to get downvoted. You're going to get thrown off the forum. But if you answer and you say something like, well, one of the first things you have to do is, and you take some of the knowledge that you learn in John's course, you give a little bit of advice, and then you say, here's an article I read that really goes in depth, and then you link to a page that you created, or you say, hey, here's a video that goes into depth, and you link to one of the Johnson videos that give content out. People don't get mad at that, right? People get mad when you link to sales pages. So you always want to, we call it pre-sell pages, right? A pre-sell video or is where you give a little bit of content and then you sell them. And that's really, you guys, if you guys are on my list, you obviously have experienced this, where I send out a video, and the video is a good video, so people are happy to get the video. And then at the end of the video, I mention a product that complements what they just learned in the free video. And that's the way to sell a product, whether it's the John Sin product, whether it's your own product on whatever topic you want to do. You always want to learn how to pre-sell it ahead of time in these free contents.
That's right. So get it in front of a starving crowd. Reddit is massive. Another one that I discovered recently is called Quora, and it's apparently just gigantic. And again, it's one of these sites that, you know, any topic you can imagine is on. There's a section of Quora devoted to that topic, and so people post questions, and then the Quora community posts answers, and the best answers get voted up and get more views. So if you were to establish, you know, again, remember, planting seeds. So don't jump on Quora today and sign up for a free account and start posting links to the John Sin product. Spend a little time establishing yourself as sort of a resident expert on this topic. And you may not be an expert, but you now have over 180 eZine articles by John Sin. You can borrow stuff out of those articles, you know, and provide some of it as answers. You know, rewrite it. Don't just rip it off, but rewrite it a bit, spin it. And, you know, in the coming days and weeks, then you can begin introducing your links. But again, the pre-sell is really important. Don't link directly to your sales page. Link to one of your YouTube videos or one of your articles. And then it's a soft sell approach, which people appreciate a lot more. But you want to build up a little bit of credibility in this community, whether it's Quora or Reddit, or even there's pickup artist and seduction forums out there like crazy also.
Yeah, Rob, can I just mention one thing regarding the Sin bonus? It's a little off topic, but why I'm thinking of it, I do want to bring it up. John was very generous to allow us to use that product. And once you guys start selling this product, you know, John's name's attached to this. So you have to make sure that you have customer service in place, because if you're selling this product and people are, you know, not getting access, you want to be delivering really good customer service. I don't think we mentioned that in the webinar when we gave this, but John brought it up to me that he said, you know, he sees a lot of people already starting to sell his product. And he said to make sure to let everybody know that, you know, you got to have a support email set up. And if somebody buys the product, you have to be able to fulfill what you're doing. And we don't want to ruin John. You know, like I said, John's very generous to give us this product to sell. We don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize his reputation online.
Yeah.
Sorry for being off topic, but I had meant to say that previously. John had asked me to say it, and I just wanted to make sure I got it in there. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's really simple. You're gonna have a domain name most likely, whether it's you know, automaticattractionsecrets.com or .net, whatever it may be. And it's very simple. You know, YouTube can teach you, or this tech guy Nadeem can help you. You set up a forwarder so that you have a customer support email address. You know, support at your domain name, which looks more professional than having a Yahoo or a Gmail account. And then you'll simply just answer support questions as they come in. You don't need to dispense a ton of free advice if you don't want to, but if somebody can't access their product, or if you have a refund policy, you know, you got to honor it. So that is very important to mention, Bobby.
Yes. Yeah. If the sales page says, and we recommend giving a refund, it'll increase sales. You have to honor it, right?
Yeah.
Especially this is John's product, and if we find out that people are not honoring refunds, we will pull the product. You know, we will ask for it back, because you can do a lot of damage to John's reputation and also your own reputation, because ultimately the website, even though it has John's name, it's registered to you. So if you're not giving refunds out to people that are asking for them, you will be the one who gets in trouble. It may hurt John's reputation, but ultimately you're the one that can go to jail if you do that. So it's highly, highly important that you honor refunds, you give good customer support, because at some point, you know, whether it's a week from now, you're going to be selling this thing, and it's going to go from hypothetical to reality, and you got to be on top of these things.
Yeah, well said. Yeah, so I would say that we can wrap that up for now, Bobby. Those are some awesome tips. But again, guys, you know, we are going to be giving ongoing coaching as this goes along. You know, be sure to look out for my emails from Day Job Destroyer. That is my alias. And so these emails are going to be packed with value. We're getting more questions coming in all the time. And, you know, Bobby and I chat every day, and we're constantly sending emails back and forth that we receive from customers and talking about how to best answer these questions. Now, it's a lot of emails coming in, so please do not be offended if you don't get a personal response every time. But what we are doing is we're taking the most commonly asked questions that'll help the most people, and then we're addressing them in this email newsletter that you're receiving from Day Job Destroyer. So that's it for this call. Thanks for being here, Bobby. That was awesome. And we'll talk to you guys very soon.
Yeah, good luck, guys.